Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we peel back the layers of official corporate reports. Today we're diving into a company that sounds like it's trying to sell you vacation timeshares, but it's actually in the serious business of medicine. Don't worry, we won't be decoding any fine print about mandatory timeshare presentations. Instead, we will check out the important decisions made at ArriVent BioPharma's annual meeting. Kind of the main thing we're looking at is who got elected to the board of directors and whether their choice of accounting firm got approved by the people. Before we dive into the specifics, if you're into getting the real story behind these corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. Also, come join our Discord community linked in the description below for more discussions. Scroll item 5.7, submission of matters to a vote or security holders. So first off, this report tells us that ArriVent BioPharma held its annual meeting in June. The meeting took place online. The important thing is that enough people holding shares of the company stock participated so that they could actually vote on things. They had more than 70% of the eligible shares represented, either at the meeting or by proxy, meaning someone voted on their behalf. At this meeting, there were a couple of key items on the agenda. Firstly, the stockholders, or the people who own shares in the company, voted to elect two people, Junbin Yao and Christine Peterson, to the board of directors. These board members are Class I directors and they'll serve for 3 years. This means they'll be around until the annual meeting in 2028 or until they step down or are replaced for some reason. The second thing the stockholders voted on was whether to approve the choice of PricewaterhouseCoopers LLP as the company's independent accounting firm for the year. Having an independent auditor is important because they make sure the company's financial statements are accurate and honest. Think of them as the people who double check the company's homework. Scroll the number of votes cast in favor or against or withheld scroll sec. Now let's get into the numbers which tell us how the votes actually went down. You can see the numbers of votes for each person on the list. This matters because it shows whether these decisions were widely supported by the shareholders or if there was some disagreement. Looking closer at the election of directors for Junbin Yao, he received over 22 million votes in favor and about 440,000 votes to withhold. It means the shareholders approved his election, about 2.6 million broker non-votes. Christine Peterson also got elected with about 21.9 million votes for her and roughly 626,000 votes withheld. This again shows a strong support from the shareholders. Again, there were around 2.6 million broker non-votes. Moving on to the approval of the accounting firm. There were almost 25 million votes, meaning the shareholders were overwhelmingly in favor of keeping PricewaterhouseCoopers as their auditor. Only a tiny number voted against and a small number abstained, meaning they didn't express an opinion either way. The broker non-votes were 0. Finally, the report is signed off by Winston Kung, the Chief Financial Officer and Treasurer of ArriVent BioPharma. This is pretty standard, showing who is responsible for making sure this information is accurate. Now, let's step back and think about what all of this means for ArriVent BioPharma. The election of board members and the auditor approval are important steps for any public company. Strong support for the directors suggests that shareholders have confidence in the company's leadership. Approving the auditor shows they are committed to being transparent and financially responsible. Here's my take. ArriVent BioPharma seems to have a stable base of support from its shareholders. Electing directors with solid 4 votes indicates that the shareholders are on board with the current direction. The almost unanimous approval of the auditor is a good sign, confirming that the company values financial transparency, which is always a good thing. One thing to keep an eye on is how the new board members will influence the company's strategy, especially when it comes to developing and marketing their pharmaceutical products, as well as their financial strategies in the long run. All in all, based on this report, ArriVent BioPharma seems to be doing the right things from a governance point of view. So what do you think about these decisions and how they might impact ArriVent BioPharma's future? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings, and definitely check out our Discord community for even more engaging discussions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.